Hey everybody, Jim Palmer, the Newsletter Guru, your dream business coach. Are you hearing me talk? And Blue and I are out here for a chilly December walk. And it was funny because just this past weekend, Stephanie and I were doing something. No, we're going to stay right here. Stephanie and I were doing something which made me think of sharing this lesson with you. Actually, it was a week ago. It's funny how stuff comes into your head and goes, oh man, that'd make a good video. So I was doing an interview about a week ago. And before we went on the, went live or recorded, whatever, there's a guy close to my age, and he says, man, how do old dogs like us keep up? And I thought it was pretty funny, because I think I'm pretty young at heart. In fact, well, Stephanie would tell you I'm darn near a teenager with my sense of humor and maturity at certain times. But anyway, that's what keeps us young, right? But anyway, just this past weekend, Steph and I started to teach Blue. Hey, Blue. We started to teach Blue here, who is an old dog. Blue is a, he's a 9-year-old lab that we rescued about 2 months ago, maybe 3 months ago. I think, yeah, time's flying by. It was in September, actually, I think. And Blue had a story that we found through Missions of Mercy Animal Rescue. And the first 7 years of his life were real good, and then his owner died, and the remaining family sadly had him staked up in the yard for like 2 years. He basically couldn't get off this chain for like 2 years. And when we got him, I mean, he's just a really good dog, just gentle. I mean, look at that face. Hey, Blue, look at that face, buddy. So just a really, really great dog. But after being chained up for 2 years, he wants to run. He is a runner. So one time he snuck out the front door. I'm used to, when I had Toby, I could like pop the leash off right at the front door and he'd go in. Blue took off, and he's taken off on my son a couple times. And I think it was being penned up for 2 years. He just had the runner's instinct and wanted to run. So we figured, well, gosh, we can't have him like taken off every time. So we started, come over here, and I'm going to show you right behind me. Well, you can see there's the fence. Beautiful ball fields right near our house, right near the lake. And so Stephanie and I brought him over here a couple times this past weekend. Come on. Come, buddy. That's a good boy. We went on either side of the ball field, and we each had some treats, and we would call him and he would come. And so I guess that's the first part, is teaching him how to run, and then he gets rewarded, and after a while it becomes habit. He'll come and you don't have to reward him every time. And you might be wondering, well, what in the world does this have to do with marketing and growing a dream business? There's no deer here. Now just don't be taken off. And it really goes back to the old dog, new tricks. You know, when I started my business, I thought I knew darn near most things I needed to do to start my business, and then I did okay. Like, you know, the first 5 years I did okay, and then I figured I started plateauing, and then I had to learn a thing called leverage, because I was doing everything by myself. I was a solopreneur, doing everything by myself. That's a good boy. And so I discovered leverage, and I learned how to use the power of the internet instead of just reaching clients, you know, close to my home where I wanted to work. I now work with clients all over the country, in multiple countries. Learned about VAs. I started learning internet marketing, direct response marketing, doing videos and podcasting, and just doing all these different things. It seems like for a while there, it was like every year you're learning something new. Now it's like every quarter, and pretty soon it'll be every month there's something else coming up. But you know, it does remind me of the old dog, and you know, you can always learn new tricks. So one of the things I talk to prospective clients on is, man, what's the last time you've done this or that or the other thing? And we talk, and you know, a lot of people that are stuck in a rut are stuck in a rut because they're not doing anything differently. They're not embracing the technology. They're not embracing the internet. They're not embracing so many different ways that they can grow their business, from hiring, whether it's a staff member or virtual assistant. So no matter what your age, and by the way, you can be a 30-year-old old dog and you're going to be stuck in your ways. There are always things changing. There's always things that you could be doing. So anyway, we're going to go continue our walk, and maybe we'll go in the ball field and see if he can just come to me. But I don't know if I'm willing to do that. But anyway, no matter how old you are, no matter what stage of your business you're in, one of the smartest things you can do is either get in a mastermind group or talk to a coach. Talk to some people who are really kicking it, really making it happen, and see what you can do to teach you yourself, old dog, some new tricks and light a fire under your business. And one random act of kindness at a time by everybody is going to make the world a much nicer place. Until next week, another great episode of Newsletter Guru TV. My name is Jim Palmer, and this here is Blue. Say hi, buddy. Oh, you're a good boy. You're a good boy. We're going to teach you some new tricks, right? So I'm going to go continue to train Blue and teach this here dog some old tricks. Teach this old dog some new tricks like stopping and coming and all that. So anyway, hey, this is Jim Palmer, the Newsletter Guru, your dream business coach. As always, I am committed to helping you build a more profitable business faster. Until next time, you take good care.